Hello, my name is Damien Hu Titus, and I am currently pursuing a diploma in business, which is also known as DIBN, and I am currently in section NDB1 for the subject. I also have chosen set one for the individual mock interview assignment.
Tell me about yourself.
I am a very creative person, and also I'm quite meticulous in terms of solving my tasks. I always plan my stuff meticulously to solve difficult tasks, and at the same time planning my daily schedule so that I won't get things messed up in the future. And I'm also quite creative in finding ways and creating creative solutions to solve difficult tasks easily in the future, and also creating ways to plan my time wisely so that I don't waste time in the future.
What motivates you to give your best in a team?
The thing that motivates me to give my best in my team is finding useful yet practical solutions to solve problems and hard tasks. When I happen to find useful ways, solutions, and ideas to complete difficult tasks for my team, I can contribute well in my team and provide some important ideas for my team. Also, I would need to help out my team and provide them some small ideas and solutions to complete those difficult tasks. Then I will need to provide a good yet practical idea to complete my task in the future, so that we can do all this work easily as a team without facing problems in the future.
Describe a challenge you faced and how you handled it.
The challenges that I face in my life is one, which is facing and dealing with difficult people in my life. Second thing is trying to meet the requirements and finish my job and my task before the deadline comes. As these two issues became a major setback in my life. And the only way to solve these two issues are, the first way is by addressing and saying what are the needs and the demands of those difficult people that I am dealing with. And I need to fulfill the demands and the needs for those difficult people based on the current situation we are in. And the second one is I need to replan and recheck my schedule and the deadline of the assignment. I need to plan the date based on the task deadline, and I would need to recreate another new plan and schedule to complete my assignment and my task for the job in the future and on the long run of my job.
If your team rejected your idea, what would you do next?
If my team rejected my idea, I would need to give them a chance, such as letting them have the ideas and give out and suggest their own plans and their ideas and their solutions. Then, if their plans, ideas, and solutions cannot work, or work only in a very short run or short term, then I would need to give a long term solution, which is another alternative yet practical solution to help out my team so that my team would have new ideas again in the future to complete difficult tasks easily and efficiently.
A colleague is taking credit for your work. How would you respond?
If a colleague is taking credit for my work, I would advise him not to do that privately, and I would ask him in private of why would you do such a thing. I would just ask him nicely, privately, and I would advise him not to do that because this is very bad and this is unfair. But if the problem still arises in a few months or few weeks time, then I will need to go and report this issue to my supervisor, and I also need to report to my supervisor about my colleagues' action so that my colleague cannot do this kind of thing on me in the future. And this is to avoid people simply taking credit for my work that I've done and taking my work and turning it into their work.
If you could have lunch with a CEO, who would it be and why?
If I want to have lunch with a CEO, I would have lunch with my employer, Miss Shannon, because I get to know more about my company's overall info in terms of the vision, mission and objective, and the culture, and also the objectives, including the lifestyle, so that I get to know what are the company's lifestyle. I get to adapt myself in the workstation culture, and also I get to adapt myself efficiently in the company's working lifestyle and environment easily. And I also can ask my employer about my job scope, because I need to know further about my job scope so that I could not get lost. And also I can get to perform my job efficiently so that I won't make a lot of major mistakes in the long run. This is the way to gain more knowledge about my job scope, about my task, so that I can complete incoming difficult tasks in the future effectively.
Your project deadline gets moved earlier. How would you reorganize your tasks?
If my project deadline gets shifted early, then I need to recheck the task or the assignment deadline. Then I need to reschedule, recreate and replan again my schedule and my tasks, including my ways and my plans, because if they change the deadline timing date early, I had to replan based on the number of days I have, replan based on the parts of the task I've done, and replan on based on the current situation that I am currently in, so that I don't need to panic about doing my job task, and also I can do my job efficiently without facing any problem. And also I need to re-look at the job activities that I've done so that I can recreate another plan and strategy on how to finish my task based on the time availability for my task, so that I don't need to panic on finishing my task, which the assignment date happened to be shifted early, and also I get to finish my task efficiently and quickly without facing any deadline issues, so that I can avoid the task penalty, which is the deadline penalty. And this is the only way that can help me to finish my task in the future efficiently in the long run.